Hi everyone, this is Alex from Rotax, and in this video I'm going to show you how to apply the battery box with the wiring harness, starter switch and ECU on your kart. Before we attach the battery box, the wiring harness to the chassis, we will do some preparations. For the preparations we need a wrench, a 4 and a 5 Allen key. We will remove the cover of the battery box. Then we will install the ECU and also the damping mat for the battery and the mounting to attach the whole thing to the chassis. First of all, we use this wrench with a 4mm Allen key to uninstall the cover of the battery clamp, to remove the battery box cover and to unwind the wiring harness. Now we remove the cover of the battery clamp and unwinded the wiring harness. The next step is to install the support to mount the battery clamp onto the chassis. To give you a better overview, we do it here and not on the chassis. Use the bolt and the lower part of the support and install it on the lower side of the frame. Then you take the upper part and put it above the frame, so you squeeze the frame in between. Now you use the retaining plate and the battery box and put all together. So this is how the battery box looks installed on your kart. Here you see the lower and the upper part of the support and the retaining plate holding it all together. To reduce the vibration on the battery and increase the lifespan, we install the rubber damper into the battery box. Make sure that the rubber damper also covers the side plates of the battery box. As you can see, the battery is already installed. The plus and the minus pole is connected and also the ECU. So if you push the start button, you will see the red light flash up. This means you connected the battery correct. Please make sure the button is always off and there is no light when you're working on the kart. Now we put the rubber damper over the battery and install the battery cover onto the battery box. We are tightening the screw with a wrench and a 4mm Allen key. After completing the assembly of the battery box, use cable ties to fix the wiring harness to the chassis on multiple spots. After attaching the wiring harness to the chassis, you have to connect the connectors to the engine. This one is for the electric motor, the starter motor. This connector is for the ignition coil. This connector is for the solenoid valve and this one is for the crankshaft positioning sensor. As you can see, all connectors are different, so it's not possible to connect it wrong. This additional cable is for the DD2 engine only. It cuts the ignition if it has contact to the chassis. Please make sure it's properly taped, that it does not cut the ignition on your engine. This was the procedure how to install your battery box and your wiring harness onto your kart. In the next video we're going to show you how to install the Rotax 125 MAX Evo engine onto the kart. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.